What's up guys, Slaughterfit's back here with another video, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at 3 of the coolest armor sets, or in my opinion the coolest armor sets, in the new, well, newish I guess I should say, Anniversary Edition slash Creation Club content that was added into the game, I guess a couple of years ago, but then was kind of repackaged and added into the game, I guess last year in 2021. So yeah, I want to make this video because the more I talk to people, both in real life and on the internet, about the Creation Club Anniversary Edition content, they kind of, I really haven't talked to a single person that also bought it. I basically, like, everyone I've talked to, says, why would I spend money on that? I just think it's probably kind of dumb and, like, doesn't really fit with the rest of Skyrim. And as a huge Skyrim and Elder Scrolls fan, I just can't recommend it enough. I just think the stuff in it is so cool and definitely works with the game of Skyrim. And it's literally like the first bit of DLC we've had in like 10 years. So I don't understand why people don't, seem to be into it. But I basically wanted to just make this video to, show off some of the stuff that's in it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so the first armor we're going to be taking a look at is the Divine Crusader armor. It is titled, and this armor is supposed to be the armor that is worn by Pellinal Whitestrake, who is a character in Elder Scrolls lore, one of the more, well-known heroes in the lore. I think he helped Saint Alicia free her slave rebellion or whatever. And I guess, I don't know, he became immortal, or not immortal, but became like a, a legendary figure for that. And so yeah, I think there's some stuff with him in Oblivion. That might be the first time he came into Elder Scrolls, but he might predate that, I forget. If you remember more about him, comment down below. I'd be interested to, reminisce. I've heard, his whole lore before, but I kind of forget. But yeah, I think there's a really cool looking set of armor. It's definitely that classic, kind of more realistic set of armor that would be found in, medieval France or England. That kind of like that because a lot of fantasy games, Elder Scrolls included, either tend to kind of lean into more of that kind of high fantasy Dungeons and Dragons, Lord of the Rings look, or they maybe do something more like Skyrim, kind of like barbarian, Scandinavian vibes. Something like that, but I don't see too many things besides maybe like I haven't played much Dark Souls or Elden Ring, but those sometimes have a kind of realistic historical look to some of their armor, and so I just think this is really cool looking. Obviously this is based off a specific person's set of armor in the lore, but I just think the Pellinal Whitestrake armor is really good looking. It has some good kind of glint out in the sun. It's definitely like a kind of hero out in the sun armor. Its armor rating, when not boosted by anything, this character I just have at level 1 with no boostments, no enchantments, anything, is 103. So not insane, but obviously this is like if you walked out of Helgen and picked this armor up, it's going to be really low. And so boots and gauntlets 19, cuirass is 51, and the helm is 25. So the boots have make your restorations cost 28% less to cast. The cuirass, 10% armor bonus and 10% reduced damage from undead while wearing a matched set. So this whole set increases your health by 10 points. Restoration spells cost 8% less to cast. Gauntlets of the Crusader. These gauntlets are super cool looking in my opinion. Restoration spells cost 8% less to cast, increases disease resistance by 50%. And finally, the Helm of the Crusader. Illusion spells cost 10% less to cast, restoration costs 8% less to cast, and prices are 8% better. So if you can't tell, this guy is kind of an anti-undead, vibe with the, anti-restoration and reduced damage from undead. If you'd want to ever see me do a Pellinal Whitestrake video, a build video in the future, let me know. I'd definitely be open to that. So yeah, moving on to the next armor set. Alright guys, so the next set of armor is the Indoril Nerevar armor. I think it might just be called the it's just the Indoril armor, but it is the armor worn by another legendary Elder Scrolls lore figure, Indoril Nerevar, who is basically all I know about him is, you know, a hero of the Chimer and Azura's champion. The Chimer, if you don't know, were what the Dark Elves were before they pissed off in Azura and got turned into the Dark Elves. So they're kind of the Dunmer before the Dunmer. Anyways, yeah, so he's a legendary figure. Not really, I don't know a ton of lore about him. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's from the first era, so he predates Morrowind by quite a bit. So yeah, I guess I don't think he's in any of the games. But yeah, just a legendary figure with some sweet ass armor. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Some pretty cool gold armor. You can see my Nord skin showing through. It would probably look better if you were a dark elf. But yeah, it's cool. It has some kind of like gauges in the ears, which is cool. I mean, the whole metal face is dope. The mohawk is awesome. I'm curious if you glitch through certain things. I don't know, I'm curious because, you know, Elder Scrolls, I don't think has any other armor that goes this like tall above your head, so I'd be curious if you kind of glitch through doorways and stuff. But yeah, great, you know, role-playing armor for any sort of Dunmer character if you want to be the kind of reincarnation of Indoril Nerevar. That's, you know, and you disrespect me. All right, got it, buddy. You know, that's definitely something that, you know, is doable with this armor. I like the colors on it a lot. There's like, you know, the purple and the blue and the gold go really nicely together. This is another set that, you know, really looks good out, you know, walking in the sun and stuff. Not really like a stealth set. And also heavy armor, so why would you stealth in this anyways? So armor rating of 94 when, you know, at the very beginning of the game, so not amazing, but, you know, you gotta take that with a grain of salt. 43 for the armor, 15 for the gauntlets and boots, and 21 for the helmet. And it does not come with any enchantments, so that is also a slight downside. It is just, you know, a set of armor. Alright, and then the third and final set of armor we're going to be taking a look at today is the Madness armor, or basically kind of the Sheogorath armor that was added in with the Creation Club content, obviously. Not sure if this is in past Elder Scrolls game. I saw kind of a fuzzy looking photo one time of something that they were saying was Madness armor from Morrowind, but it didn't really look like this. So, you know, even if it was, I don't think the old games could have even had this level of detail and craziness in the armor. So yeah, I've talked about this before in my Warrior of Sheogorath video, but this is probably my favorite armor set in the entire game now because, you know, it's just so cool to me. I mean, literally everything on it is a face. You can see the shoulder, the back, the elbows. There's eyes all over, you know, the connecting pieces. The chest has a face on it. The knees, the boots. It's just so cool, in my opinion. And, you know, I think it's kind of funny, like these furry boots with these little things on the end. Like, it just kind of fits with Sheogorath's kind of, you know, like so wild, it's kind of comedic side. And yeah, I just love this armor. I mean, I can't really say a ton about it besides, you know, definitely my favorite set in the game. I don't really think any other set compares because, I mean, it's just kind of unfair. There's just so much detail, so much going on with this. I mean, the colors aren't, like, amazing, so, you know, maybe, you know, I might like some of the other ones for that. But in terms of just detail and design, I mean, this just blows every other armor set way out of the water, in my opinion. This one is also, I think, the easiest to like acquire. I found pieces of it just doing the Saints and Seducers quest line, and you can also make it, I believe, with Madness ore. Armor rating of 124 at a base level, so best of the three sets today. The armor has a 56 rating. The boots both have a 21. I mean, the boots and the gauntlets both have 21, and the helmet has 26. The helmet's also kind of funny because, like, how do you even see through that? Also, this one also kind of gives me some Elden Ring vibes. But, yeah, so that's going to do it for this video, guys. Let me know if you want to see more like this in the future. Just wanted to take a look at some of my favorite of the new sets in the game. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, peace.